Welcome back to Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is the 105 leFH18B2, the French Tier 5 premium SPG that most people know as a leFH or a leaf blower, but what Arty Noobs players know as the Fifi La Pew Pew, named by one of our members. And you can see this one has got a mark on the barrel which shows that he's achieved a mark of excellence. Now this Fifi is on the north spawn of Prokhorovka, and it's under the command of Major Tom Bombadil. Whoa! Ha! Well, he's off to the west side. Now, I had the pleasure of meeting Major Tom Bombadil at Tank Fest this year. We had quite a couple of drinks together, a couple of beers, and shot the breeze, you might say. Now, he sent me this replay in because it gets quite interesting at the end. Well, Fifi, 105mm gun, it's a light field howitzer. That's where it gets the name leFH from. Light field Howitzer, which is German for light field howitzer. Okay, now he's looking down range and he's got his first target. So 25 TP, that's the Tier 5 Polish medium. And he's trying to do a leading shot on him. Fires the round out. Oh, it was so close, that was. So close. Okay, we've got an M3 Lee. Not everybody's favourite medium, but it's actually quite a good little tank. If you treat it as a tank destroyer rather than as a medium tank, it's actually quite good fun. And that shot missed. We've got a 25 TP there hiding behind the house. And the easiest thing to do is knock the house down, but he's holding fire because he was waiting for the 25 TP to come out from behind. Oh, the M3 Lee goes down to the murder kitten. A leopard just took all his hit points away. And there's another leopard on the west side of the map. And he's been spotted, so he's running for cover as quickly as he can. We fire a shot in, leading shot, and because he stopped, the shell landed just in front of him. Oh, now he's stopped again. Can we get around in? Oh, again, he keeps stopping to shoot because he's using the 5cm gun. And there's a 14 TP that's absolutely stationary, sitting up on that mound, shooting away. And we dialed in, rounds out, and that appeared to land just in front of him. Now we've got a Matilda and a Hetzer. We're going to go for the Matilda, I think. Dialing in. Really does help to dial in fully with the 105, because if you do that, the shell will go exactly where you want it to go normally. I say there's a little RNG in it, but this SPG is actually normally quite accurate. Not only accurate, but very fast to reload. It can reload in 7.8 seconds, and that's, at the moment, he's got 7.8 seconds on this Arty, but he's not using coffee and croissant, which would actually speed up the reload even more. Okay, that A20 is getting rather close. He's on a scouting mission. And he's been taken out. He was killed by the M7. Now we're in a good position at the moment, so we have got some cover to protect us, but we don't really want tanks like that to get too close. Type 95, Tier 4 Japanese heavy, and they are very vulnerable to Fifi shots. Fires a round in. I think it landed near him because he pulled back, but he went unsighted just before we fired, so unfortunately we didn't get a hit there. We've got a 14 TP over on the east side of the map, engaging our forces in the northeast corner, and he's gone down. So our shell was wasted there, unfortunately, but that doesn't matter so long as the target's gone down. We've still got plenty of ammo left. The thing is, Major Tom Bombadil does carry a huge amount of heat ammo. He's got 10 rounds of it and 4 rounds of AP. And the problem with the heat and the AP ammo is you have to get a direct hit for it to count. If you use a heat round on an enemy tank, though, it can be pretty devastating. So it can wipe them out in one shot. And I tend to keep a couple of heat rounds just for close encounters. If somebody's actually going to try and rush me and get close to me, and I know that that's going to happen, then I can load a heat round and then punch through their frontal armor and take them out of the game. One of the good things about the Fifi, the leaf blower, is that it actually is based on a heavy tank, the Char B1. And that means that if you're in a light tank and you try to ram a heavy tank, you will come a cropper. And that happens with quite a lot of frequency. It's like bugs on the windshield. You know, you get hit by a tank who thinks he can ram kill you and then ends up getting killed himself in the process. Fires around at the Type 95. Oh, look at that! 218 hit points. It hit the vulnerable, weak rear of the tank and took him out completely. Didn't stand a chance. That's his first kill. Okay, we've got 25 TP the other side of the railway tracks. He fires around him just after it moves, but he has been killed. There's another 25 TP advancing towards the river. Fire a leading shot. It looked good, but it wasn't fully dialed in. Oh, the 25 TP dived into the river and has tracked himself in the process. And that's a hit. Direct hit. 116. Now we can keep him tracked and wipe him out. Oh, he started moving again, but we fire another round in and get another hit. 152 this time. Now he's doing a leading shot, working out where he's going to go. Fires around him. No, bit long. And that 25 TP was taken out by our P26. Now, one of our tanks, he had the P26 on our team, was taken out by the Fifi on the enemy team. So obviously their Fifi is quite a good player as well. Now it does look as if the enemy has managed to make an advance on the east side of the map. There's their Matilda. Can we get a shot into them? Trying to dial in. Well, it knocks down the one side of the house. We've got a Chaffee up there and he's engaging our M5. Dialing in. Fires around it and oh, it goes to one side. RNGesus was not with us on that occasion. And trying to line up a shot, rounds out. That looked good. Oh, it is! He took out the Chaffee. It was unsighted at the time, but it hit the rear of the Chaffee and wiped him out. He did have low hit points though. Okay. Looking for the Matilda. Oh, the Matilda's been spotted. He's a little further down the railway tracks. There he is. He's only got 31 hit points though. And that was a bit late because he'd actually moved forward. So we're going to have to try and aim ahead. Unfortunately, we've got nobody on the other side of the railway tracks now. They've got the complete east side divided by the railway tracks. There's a Marder 38T further down there. We can hit that. He's stationary to shoot, so because otherwise his reticle will bloom up if he doesn't. Oh! We fired a round in just as he blew up, and so we've wasted another one, I'm afraid. There's a 14 TP, rounds out, should hit target. It does, and it's killed him! And he got him. Unfortunately, we don't know how many hit points he got, but he certainly got the kill. It was a blind kill because the 14 TP had gone unspotted at the moment the shell arrived. Oh, and there's the Matilda. He's managed to make it to the railway line. He's trying to cross using those railway tracks for covers. And we fire around him and take him out. 31 hit points. That's his fourth kill. There are only 2 enemy tanks left. Both of them Arty. The problem is one of them is a Fifi. The other is an M37. Now the M37 is fairly mobile. The Fifi isn't. Well, as you can see here, Major Tom Bombadil is actually going as fast as he possibly can, and it's still very, very slow. After all, this is a heavy tank in disguise. A heavy tank with a huge gun mounted on top of it. Like I had the privilege of seeing one of these, or seeing rather the Char B1, at Tank Fest this year, and it was quite a sight. Not only that, but it was actually quite a sound, because it has a 16-litre petrol engine and it makes a beautiful roar, almost like a Ferrari roar as it goes along. They had a French officer commanding it because it's from the museum in Saumur, the French Museum de Blind. If you ever get a chance, go there because they've got a fantastic range of French tanks there. And he was sitting in the commander's position and the hatch at the back. Oh, we just lost our Panzer Selbstfahrverleiter 4B. The our tier 4 German Arty, he was wiped out by the enemy Fifi. So the French officer was actually hanging out the hatch on the back of the turret on the Char B1, because that's exactly where the commanding officer used to sit. He'd sit out there because you could see much further in the open than you could if you were buttoned up inside the tank. And they'd only climb inside the tank when they encountered the enemy and they knew where the enemy was. But most of the time, the commander would sit outside the tank on top of it, looking for the enemy with a pair of binoculars. Okay, Armada has managed to make it down to the railway line. We know there's still 2 Artys about, but we don't know where they are. It's very likely that the enemy Arty has also gone to the other end to try and cap in our end. But it's 2 versus 2 now. Equal score. Now, one of the great things about the Fifi is it's got a very long view range, 390 meters. And the reason for that, of course, is that this artillery piece is mounted very high on the tank. So, of course, because they've got the advantage of height, they can see much further. These tanks are actually beautifully modelled by Wargaming. They actually take a lot of time and trouble to make them look right. And the enemy is capping! There is an enemy at the other end capping in our cap. Okay. We're now aiming for the other end. We've got to try and work out where the enemy will be. Now, if he knocks over that structure in the centre, the camp, then we'll know exactly where he is. But it's my guess that he won't go anywhere near that, and he will try to pick a spot somewhere where it's far enough away that he can't be seen, and that would normally be the back of the cap area, not the front. The front would give him warning of your approach, but the back area is far enough away that you have to drive further to reach him. Still no sign of where the enemy is, and we're not capping, but the Marder is moving up to the enemy cap. He's going to spot for us. He's gone up the east side of the map. There's only one in the cap, so we have to fire on them the moment they've been spotted by the Marder. All he needs to do is pop up, take a look, and then pop back down again. Okay, we're getting a bit closer. This is very tense. The Marder's close. We're still moving forward. That's why the reticule's bouncing around. He needs to stop and start aiming now, though. Because he needs to make sure this is a very, very accurate shot. There he is at the back of the cap, just like I thought he would be. We fire a round in and... oh, yes, we got the reset. And now the Fifi is compromised. We know where he is. We fire a round in and that goes where he was. He's now moved up closer to the cap. And our Marder's been taken out. But we fire a round in at the Fifi. We know where he is, but we're going to lose sight of him any second. We can track him. We fire around him blind. And we killed him! Oh my god, he killed him with his last but one, the penultimate HE round. He took him out and won the battle. The Marder took out the M37, and here's the end of battle result. Oh my god, that was close. It was a third-class tanker for Major Tom Bombadil in the 105 leFH18B2, the Fifi La Pew Pew. He also picked up a Bruiser Medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 13 in that battle, and a Fighter Badge for getting at least 4 kills. In fact, he got 5, just one short of getting a Top Gun. But oh my god, what a last shot. He worked out precisely where the Fifi was reversing to, aimed the shot at that particular point, fired the round in, almost like a Hail Mary, and it wiped out the Fifi. In fact, I think that shot probably landed in the cockpit of the Fifi and killed the entire crew with one shot, and that's why it died. I'm not sure if it would actually show that on here. It just said you destroyed this vehicle, damage to the vehicle 158, and just said 2 critical hit points, or 2 critical hits to the vehicle. But either way, it was a fantastic last shot, and it really was deserving of a video, because you know, to fire from the other side of the map and kill the enemy RT whilst they're capping, and when you're about to lose sight of them for good, and and yep, to win the game. That was a pretty good game. So let's have a look at team scores, see where we stand. Well, he didn't get the highest damage. Major Tom Bombadil managed to get 1,144 hit points of damage during that battle. But it was actually Ted Bundy, the 105 leFH18B2 on the enemy side, the one he killed, who managed to get 1,321 hit points of damage. And he picked up the high caliber. And he also picked up a top gun, because whilst Major Tom Bombadil managed to get 5 kills, Ted Bundy managed to get 7, and I think Ted Bundy is the name of a serial killer in American history, I think. Oh dear. Anyway, when it came to base XP, it was the P2640 on our team who managed to get the highest amount, 662, and that's because he was a tier 4, and of course Major Tom Bombadil was in a tier 5 Arty, and that he got 606. Followed by the M5A1 Stuart with 574, and then came the 25 TP on the enemy team with 521. So let's have a look at detail. Well, he fired 27 shots. He got 7 direct hits, 4 penetration, 2 splash. Damage of 1,144 hit points, and all of it was at more than 300 meters. He hit 6 of the enemy and killed 5 of them. And he managed to get 28 defense points when he took out that Fifi in the cap. On a premium account, he earned 30,534 credits, and after ammunition resupply, and he didn't use any of the premium ammo at all, he used only the HE ammo, so it's really cheap ammo. He took away 27,078 credits. He received 909 base XP on a premium, which is 1.5 times base, and ×2 for the first victory of the day, and he gets a bonus because this is a premium vehicle of 364, meaning he took away 2,182 experience points. So a fantastically close ending. The moment that Fifi appeared as a dead wreck, I thought, wow, that was really good. Fantastic battle there, Major Tom. Thanks for sending in this replay. Very pleased to do this video for you. If you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel. And hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring as our next video.